My child, I am in your room right now. You may not see me with your eyes, but you feel something shifting, don't you? There is a stillness that was not there before. A quiet weight in the air. A pause in your thoughts that you cannot fully explain. Don't forget about me. I haven't left yet. I haven't left you. While I wait for a better time, I haven't gone outside. Please understand that I am here and close. This is a big moment. Don't go away. Don't let anything else stop you. Right now, I've been waiting for you to stop talking long enough to hear me. I've seen you rush through the days and nights, making noise to block out the silence so you don't have to feel what's really there. But something inside you slowed down now. You were unsure. You stayed. That's why I'm speaking. The air around you is farther away than I am. Not far away like your breath. More nearby than your own thoughts. What I found in your heart will shock you for the rest of your life. You believe that this is just another message, voice, or moment. But I'm telling you the truth. This isn't a mistake. The whole time you pretended not to see me, I stood here quietly when you stopped moving in the middle of the night. You felt me when you were alone and your chest tightened with emotion that you couldn't put into words, and a sudden peace that came over you for a second and then went away. That was me. I didn't leave. I didn't turn away. I stayed put. You might miss what I came to tell you if you leave now and brush this off like every other whisper. You believe you're by yourself in this room. You're not, though. I have been reading, not there to judge you, not looking to see how many times you failed. I checked out because I care. I wish you would wait because I love you. I found something inside you that is stronger than you think. You think you're tired. You think you're broken. You feel like you're barely able to stay together. But I found something you didn't expect when I got close and looked inside you. I found a heart that still wants me even after being let down. It's faith that won't die. Even when doubt screams loudly. I saw strength in you even though you were tired. Dear child, I know you've been lying, pretending to be fine. Pretending not to feel the weight, pretending not to care anymore. Try to tell yourself that it doesn't matter, that nothing will change, and that you shouldn't have too much hope. I can see past that, though. You still whisper my name to yourself when no one else can hear. I can see the part of you that still doesn't know if I'm close. I see the part of you that doesn't want to believe because you don't want to get hurt again. I haven't left yet. Can you hear me? I haven't left your life because you became less close to me. Because you were weak. I didn't shut the door. I haven't moved away because you asked me a question. I'm still here. This whole time, I haven't been waiting for you to be perfect, have strong faith, or fix every mistake. All I want is for you to stop for a moment and notice me again. You knew deep down that this moment was important. That's why you stayed. This is why your heart is a little uneasy, but also oddly calm at the same time. Fear is not making you feel tense. It's mere awareness. Coming to terms with the fact that I am closer than you thought. Where are you? You asked in your head. Now I'll answer you. In this moment, in this breath, I am here in this room. No one else saw you cry, but I did. I saw you sit still and stare at nothing while feeling everything. I saw you scrolling and scrolling to get away from your own thoughts. I saw you try to carry something that was slowly crushing you. I didn't leave either. You had to keep praying even when you didn't feel like it. And even when you said, "I don't know anymore," I didn't go. But pay close attention now. It's not just comfort. Now is the time to wake up. Because what I saw in you is not weakness. It's not nothing. It is not a fail. I found a heart that had been through things that should have made it tough. I found sweetness where sourness had tried to grow. I saw flickering light in a place that felt dark. Instead of losing yourself, you were being kept alive. Don't run away from me now. Not after everything we've been through together. Not after the nights you thought were going to swallow you up. Not after making yourself get up every morning. I've been standing here quietly, giving you space and waiting for you to notice me. I'm not going to make you. I don't break down doors. I make a soft knock. I whisper and wait. But I need you to stay right now. Thoughts? Yes, Lord. I accept it all. If this message has really opened your heart and mind, you might miss what I'm about to restore. If you leave this moment too quickly, if you close your heart again, you might miss the way it's already starting to heal. I'm not making a threat. I'm begging you because this is a very important time. Sacred things are usually quiet. They don't yell. They wait for people to agree. You're not supposed to be here. You're not just reading these words by chance. I led you here because I wanted you to understand something before you went on. It was important for you to know that I am here, that I have not left you, and that I am closer than you thought. Right now, feel the room. There is stillness, a soft calm, and the knowledge that something more important is going on. That's me. I'm not far away. I'm not quiet. I'm still interested in you. What I'm about to tell you will forever change how you see yourself. Follow me. Don't turn your head away. Do not rush this. Right now, I'm in your room. I haven't left yet. I found something inside you that will shock you and heal you for all time. Hold your breath for a moment, my child. Let your heart slow down. This is not a faraway voice. I'm not calling you from far away where you can't reach me. I am here right now. I am in your room. Not the way your eyes think it should be. In the way your mind tries to picture it. Not in that way, but in spirit, presence, and awareness. You can feel that something has changed. Even though you can't see me, it's heavier and calmer in the air. Your thoughts are getting in the way. There's a peace that wasn't there before. That isn't a mistake. That's me. I know you're wondering if this is all in your head or just a feeling. Your goal is to make sense of it. You're telling yourself that it's just words on a screen and a short-lived emotion, but I'm telling you the truth in a kind and honest way. This isn't making things up. I am here and I don't need to move anything in your room to prove it. I don't need to hold up big signs or put on a show. Being here is not noise. Being here with you is stillness. When I get close, the chaos inside you starts to calm down. Before your mind can understand, your spirit knows who I am. When I get close, take a moment to look around. It looks like the walls, furniture, and light are all the same. Still, something feels different. This moment has a weight that makes it feel holy and almost fragile. The reason for this is that I am standing in the middle of your normal space and making it holy. I have done this many times in the past. I go into rooms that seem simple and turn them into places where people meet. I make everyday moments last forever by stepping into them. There are other people in this room with you. You haven't been by yourself. Even on the nights you thought being alone meant being quiet, I was here while you slept and stared at the ceiling. It was quiet here when tears fell and you quickly wiped them away. When you asked questions in the dark, I was here and thought you were silly for even asking them. I didn't leave when you didn't feel anything. When you stopped praying the way you used to, I didn't move away. I stayed put. I want you to feel a soft sense of calm pressing against your chest right now. The slight warmth that comes over you when you stop trying to fight it. How your breathing slows down when you don't try to explain this. I'm gently resting my hand on you. There's no need for me to draw your attention to myself today. Even though it was only for a short time, you gave me your attention since I asked for it. Don't run away from me now. Do not just ignore this as another thought. Sacred times often feel normal at first. They don't show up with thunder. They get there quietly. They come because they were invited. You are closer than you thought. And I want you to see that. I'm not waiting outside of your life for you to let me in. You thought those places were empty, but I'm already there. My voice sounds hurried, but it's a soft kind of hurried. It's the need of someone who loves deeply and doesn't want to be turned down again. You felt me before, but you turned away because you were tired, busy, or didn't know what to say. I didn't say that was wrong of you, but I want you to stay here now. Do not move your heart past this moment. Do not get tough just because something is new to you. Signs are what you asked for. To be clear, you have asked. You've asked if I'm real, if I'm close, and if I care. Now, I'm going to answer you in the quietest but clearest way possible. Right now, I am in your room. I know every thought that's going through your head. I know that doubts are trying to get in the way of this. I understand the fear that says this can't be true. Your doubt doesn't bother me. I get it. Don't let it take away from this meeting, though. Please help our channel. The purpose of our work is to make you happy and grow your faith in God. You can make a donation through Super Thanks if you'd like to help because I'm changing something inside you. The air around you feels different. When I get close, the heart's walls start to fall down. People start to let down their guard when I get close. You do not need to put on a show for me. You don't need to say the right things. Just give me a shout. Just that is all I want. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to place blame on you. Due to my love for you, I am here. I am here because I want you to slow down so I can feel you again. I am here because you have been carrying too much by yourself. And I will not let you keep thinking that you are alone. Right now, you can feel things happening. You can't see them, but you can feel them in your spirit. A slight lifting of weight. Getting a tear for no clear reason. A place of calm where anxiety usually lives. That's not a coincidence. I have my hand on your life there. You might be wondering why now. Why now? Why this room? Because you're about to make a choice. Even if you don't understand it yet. Finally, I wanted you to know that I am here before you go ahead. I wanted you to know that you are not going into the future by yourself. It was important for you to know that the silence you thought meant I wasn't there was actually protection. Don't run away from me now. Don't ignore this because it seems too personal. What I want is not hard to understand. Please be aware of what I'm asking. Please be honest with me. Ask yourself if you can honestly say that you feel something that is hard to explain. That's me. You don't have to see me to know I'm there. Before they even say a word, you can tell when someone walks in the room. The weather changes. The power changes. It's clear to your spirit. That's what's going on now. I'm standing in the same place as you. And your soul knows me. Come stay with me. Do not rush back into the noise. Do not take your attention away from this. Allow the silence to grow. Let people become more aware. Know that you are not alone. I haven't left. I haven't turned away. Right now, I'm in your room. Also, I'm not done talking to you. Keep your attention on me, my child. I'm not as far away as you think. I need you to understand something that might shock you, child. I have been willing to wait for a long time. Not waiting the way people wait, which is impatiently or frustratedly. I don't want to wait because I don't know what to do. With all my heart, I've been waiting for this very moment for your heart to open. Just enough for you to hear me again. There were many times when you could almost feel me. You felt like you were connected to something bigger than your own thoughts so many times. You probably brushed against me more often than you think. But every time something took you away, distractions, being tired or having doubts. For a second, you could feel the change. After that, you got over it. You told yourself it wasn't important. You told yourself it was all in your head. Because silence made you feel too weak. You went back to noise. I didn't leave when you told me to. I remember the nights when you just lay there and stared into the darkness. All of a sudden, you felt calm. For a short time, you felt safe. You were about to whisper my name, but your mind stopped you and told you not to be silly. That was me. You didn't see how close I was. I remember the day you were feeling too much and were sitting alone when all of a sudden something inside you softened. You felt like crying, but couldn't figure out why. That was me putting my soft hand on your heart to comfort you before you broke completely. You quickly wiped your face and went on, but I didn't move. You felt the need to pray sometimes. Even though you told yourself you were too tired to do it, you had the urge to talk to me. But your pride or sadness stopped you. What is the point? You asked yourself. Still, I was there listening before I could speak. My child, I've been waiting for you to wake up for a long time. Not because I was cold, but because I won't force my heart to stay closed. I'll give you space. I understand your struggle. I respect how you do things. I don't break in. I knock. I whisper. I push. I make little gaps and wait for you to notice them. You almost saw me a lot of times. At times when the pain got too much, you almost gave up. When you felt how tired you really were. You almost let down your guard. But staying alive became your main goal. You found a way to keep going without getting too upset. You learned how to, music, get things done without really opening up. On top of that, you often shut the door softly without realizing it. I didn't get mad at you. I got that you were trying to keep yourself safe. I knew that being let down had taught you to keep your heart safe. When you prayed before, there was silence. Before you had hoped and felt stuck, so when I touched you again, you hesitated. You didn't want to feel stupid having faith again. But I didn't leave. I waited through your dull times. I waited through all of your noise. I waited while you were mad at me. I waited while you were confused. It was hard for me to wait when you wondered if I was real. My patience isn't a sign of weakness. Love is something that won't leave you. There were times when you couldn't figure out why you were so antsy. For some reason, I was making you feel something. There were times when music or silence moved you deeply out of the blue. That was my hand on something that was buried deep. There were mornings when you woke up feeling heavy or calm in ways you didn't expect. That was me being close to you, waiting to be noticed. It felt like you were drifting, but in reality, you were going around something holy. I've been close the whole time, but I was waiting for them to be open. It was my hope that the armor would break. I was waiting for the time when being tired would make you softer instead of tougher. I was waiting for you to say, even in a quiet voice, that you can't do everything by yourself. You are now here. I'm not perfect. I'm not fearless, and I'm not fully healed, but I'm open enough. Do you know how many times you almost got my message? How many times did you feel like something was talking to you? For a split second, you would stop and feel the weight of something real. Then you would quickly flip back to something else. It was nice to see you do it without judging yourself. That pause showed me that you were scared. I could see the doubts in your eyes. You didn't turn me down because you hated me. You moved away because you were scared to hope again. I never left you, though. You need to know something about how patient I am. I don't rush, love. Please don't pay attention to me. The reason I wait is because I want a relationship, not performance. I want you to be here, not rushed. That's not what I want. Your heart, 'cause you couldn't really feel me. You thought I had left, but my presence isn't based on how loud I am. Consistency is used to measure it. I stayed the same even when your feelings changed. I was there for you even when your faith was weak. At times you had a sudden awareness that made you feel like someone was right next to you. You looked around. Things didn't change. You told yourself it was all in your head. That was me. I was gently telling you that you're not by yourself. Type. I'd rather have faith than be afraid. You almost felt me when you cried in silence. If you are moving forward with courage and trust, what you said in a whisper almost got through to me. I don't know what to do anymore. When your strength ran out, you almost gave up. But every time survival mode came back, you got yourself together. You told yourself to keep going. I then waited. I waited because I knew there would come a time when my strength would not be enough. When acting silly would get too tiring. When your heart finally stopped beating fast enough for you to see me clearly. Now is that time. I didn't just show up here. I've been here. What changed is not that I'm here. What's changed is how open you are. Do you feel it now? What imagination and awareness are not the same. The change that we can't fully explain. This kind of calm that goes beyond feelings. That's what you almost touched so many times before. I'm not upset about the times you fired me. There is no score for me. I'm not reminding you to make you feel bad. I'm telling you this to let you know how long I've been nearby. Now you know that you were never left alone. So, you know that every little bit of awareness you've had in the past was me knocking slowly. I'm still here. The talk, the stillness, the openness, and the time when you would stop running long enough to notice that I never ran are all things I have been waiting for. Do not shut down again. Do not run away to something else. Do not tell yourself that this feeling will go away soon. This is how you connect. You almost stepped into this a lot of times before. It doesn't bother me to wait. But now I want to take this a step further. I want you to stop almost feeling me and finally recognize me fully. I've been waiting because I love you and I still am. Right now though, you're finally paying attention. I want you to understand something about the blessing that is on this moment. The words you hear are important. They have strength. That power doesn't just belong to you. Feel this change now. Please send this message to someone you care about. Send it to a friend, family member, or someone else who needs to know they're not alone by clicking the share button. You make the anointing flow through you to other people. When you share this prophetic word, you become a way for breakthroughs to happen. You loosen your own chains even more when you help someone else break theirs. Sharing isn't just sending things to other people. It's making its presence known. It is healing more and more. Deliverance is being spread. Share it now and see how I can use you to be a miracle for someone else. Now that you finally understand that I have been here the whole time and that every moment of awareness in your past was me knocking on your heart, I want you to answer. Type Amen in the comments below to show that you understand that I am here. It's not just words on a screen. This means that your spirit agrees with mine. You're telling them, I hear you. I see you. And I'm listening. Write it from the heart right now. In order to never turn away again, let this be the first step. Stay with me because what I'm about to say about what I found inside you will make everything different. When I looked inside you, my child, I didn't see what you think I saw. You were scared of what I might see. You thought I would be let down. It was your hope that I would see your doubt, weakness, or failure, and quietly turn away. You were afraid that if I really looked into your heart, I would find something missing. But pay close attention now. I saw how much it hurt. I saw the fear. I saw how tired they were. I wasn't surprised by any of it. What really shocked me was something else. I found wounds inside you that had never fully healed. I found memories that hurt when you think about them. I found that disappointment had built up slowly over years. I saw times when you hid your tears because you didn't want to bother anyone. I found questions that you never said out loud. I thought the weight of my expectations on you was too much for too long. It felt like fear was sitting in the back of your mind telling you to be careful or you'll get hurt again. I could tell you were tired. Not just tired in body, but also tired in spirit. The kind of tired you get after holding it together for too long. The kind of tired that comes from being strong when you don't feel strong. The kind of tired that comes on when you feel like your prayers are being answered slowly. I saw that you kept going. I saw how you pushed yourself to go even though you didn't want to. I saw that you kept coming even though you were feeling empty. You were afraid that I would judge you for being so tired. But my child, I don't think less of you because you're tired. I get it. I wasn't surprised by your fear. I didn't find it strange that you had doubts. I know what you have to do in life. I know what you've been through quietly. I know something you didn't tell anyone. But do you know what really interested me? What really moved me? It wasn't something you were weak at. It was how long you lasted. I found something still alive under the pain, the fear, and the tiredness. I found faith that wouldn't go away. Not loud faith, not sure faith, not perfect faith, but faith that won't give up. Kind of hope that barely whispers, maybe. Hope that still exists even when it seems silly to hope. The kind that comes back to me even after being let down first. You didn't lose your faith the way you think you did. It wasn't as strong as it used to be, so you thought it was gone. But faith doesn't need to shout to be real. It can live on in silence, hidden under layers of pain. And I saw that it was still breathing when I looked inside you. You were worried that my questions would make me look bad. What you asked, though, shows that you still care. You were worried that I would think your doubts were a sign of betrayal. But doubt only lives where faith used to be. And faith is still alive inside you. Someone in you still wants me, even though you act like they don't. I saw how your heart softens when you sense my presence, even if you try to hide it. I saw that you still whisper my name when no one else can hear it. You still want to know what's going on, find the truth, and be whole again. That shocked me. After everything that happened, the silence that you felt, the disappointments that tried to make you tough, and the long hours of waiting, you are still open. You still want something. You can still love someone. You can still trust people. Do you know how uncommon that is? When people are in pain, their hearts often become cold. Delay often makes people angry. When people are let down, their hearts often close. But I didn't see anger running through you when I looked inside. I didn't see hatred taking over you. I didn't think darkness won. I learned to keep going. It would have been easier for you to give up, but you didn't. When cynicism would have kept you safe, you kept believing. When making your heart stronger would have hurt less, you kept it soft. That's what you call weakness. That's what I call strength. Not even surviving is what you call it. I call it sticking with it. You call it having trouble. That's what I call refusing to give up. At times, you felt like you were losing who you were, but you were actually getting better. There were times when you felt like your faith was dying, but all that was happening was losing pride, performance, and noise. The sound that's left is quieter, but deeper. When I looked inside you, I saw a heart that had been through fire, but wasn't totally gone. I saw someone cry, but not hate. I saw someone who had doubts, but didn't completely walk away. I saw someone who felt alone but didn't leave me completely. You almost gave up. You almost gave up hope. You almost let the lie win. You didn't though. Something inside you held on by a thread. Even when things were at their worst, that thread might not even be clear to you. It was there, though. You didn't fall down completely because of it. You couldn't change into someone you're not because of it. Faith was the thread, even though it was weak. That's what moved me. Not your skill, strength, or confidence, but your ability to keep going. You had nights that seemed to go on forever. You had to deal with heavy thoughts. It felt unfair that you had to wait. You had to deal with a strange silence. Still, you're alive. Still listening, still open enough to hear me now. Don't forget how important that is. You thought I would be sad when I saw how scared you were. I saw fear in you, but I also saw courage next to it. You thought I would call you weak when I saw how tired you were. But I saw how tired you were in someone who had been carrying too much on their own. You never made a mistake. You were holding out. And I think endurance is very important. When I went into your heart, I didn't find nothing there. I found depth. I found a soul that had been through a lot but wasn't broken by it. I saw scars. I did, but I also learned how to survive. I felt a longing. I felt a strong need to believe again. You were shocked when I told you that because you thought you were going away. You thought you were going to leave soon. You're still here, though. Even better, your heart is still beating. Don't feel bad about what I found in you, my child. I'm not turned off by your pain. I'm not scared of you. It doesn't bother me that you're tired. I'm not shocked by how weak you are. I'm moved by your strength. What's still alive inside you? Don't treat it like it's nothing. You made it. You kept going. And you're still not done. My child, you fought battles that no one else knows about. There were battles that didn't leave any marks but made your heart shake. Battles that took place behind closed doors in quiet rooms. And at times when you thought you were by yourself, I was there for all of them. I didn't turn away. I didn't go outside while you were having a hard time. I stayed. I saw you cry out loud so no one could hear you. I saw you put your face on a pillow to block out the noise. When you heard footsteps in the hall, I saw you quickly wipe away your tears. You learned how to hide your pain well. It took you a while to learn how to blink away tears. You learned how to smile even when you were sad. When your heart felt like it was splitting open, you learned how to say, "I'm fine." But I heard the tears you never shed. I could feel the weight on your chest. You thought your tears showed that you were weak. For you, it meant you were losing your cool, but those tears didn't show weakness. They were let go. They showed that your heart was still tender. In a way, they showed that you hadn't forgotten everything. I saw every tear that was shed in private. Not a single drop went unnoticed. I saw how hard you were trying to fight your anxiety by yourself. The fast-moving thoughts that came out of nowhere. It was hard to breathe because of the fear that was wrapping around your chest. The nights when you couldn't calm down, playing over and over again the worst-case scenarios. You tried to hide your quiet fear from everyone else. You got tough on the outside because you were weak on the inside. You thought that everything would fall apart if you showed fear. That's why you kept it in. I saw it, though. I saw that your hands were shaking a little when no one was looking. I saw how your stomach got tight when you thought something bad was going to happen so you wouldn't be caught off guard again. I saw how you tried to guess what might happen. I saw how worn out you were. Stress is heavy, my child. It's bad for the soul. Still, you kept going. You pretended to be strong because you thought that was what people wanted from you. You thought that other people needed you to keep it together. You thought that if you publicly broke down, you would lose control. You became the reliable person who gives advice, listens and carries others. Who did you carry, though? I carried you even though you didn't know it. I had you standing up straight. I held you up when your knees felt weak. I stopped your thoughts from going too far when they felt like they were going off the rails. I held the pieces together quietly when you felt like you were going to break. That battle you fought in your head was hidden from everyone else. You had trouble with self-doubt. You had doubts about your worth. You played back conversations to see if there was something you said that wasn't right. You were very hard on yourself. You were hard on yourself because you weren't stronger. If you looked at yourself side by side, you always felt like you fell short. You had no idea how mean you were being to yourself. I stayed though. There were times when you just sat there and felt everything while staring at nothing. You were stuck on how to describe how you felt. You only knew it was heavy. You only knew you were stressed out. You told yourself to keep going. At some point, you told yourself to calm down. You told yourself that other people had it worse. But pain doesn't go away just because you play it down. I saw the weight that you failed to see. You carried your sadness in a quiet way. You carried around grief that you never fully dealt with. You had regrets that you still hear at night. There was pressure on you that slowly built up over time. You didn't let it go. Instead, you kept it inside. You thought you had to do everything by yourself. But I was there for every silent attack. I saw the day you almost gave up hope that things could get better. I could tell you were sick of hoping. I saw how close you were to closing your heart for good. You thought that if you stopped caring, no one would notice. But I would have known because I am more connected to your heart than you know. I would have felt the change. It's not dramatic that you feel a lot. Being stressed out doesn't make you weak. You're not failing just because you have problems in private. As a person, I never expected you to handle everything by yourself. Now that you understand that you were never meant to do this by yourself, I want you to take a step that will bring you in line with my true purpose for your life. Right now, tap the button that says subscribe. When you subscribe, you do more than just watch what a channel posts. You are putting yourself in a place where prophetic words and divine alignment will keep coming your way. You're saying, I want to stay in touch with what God is saying and not miss what He is putting out. This is called spiritual positioning. It keeps you hearing my voice. It makes sure you don't miss the next word that is just right for your season. Just click it now to make sure you don't miss what I'm about to say. Now that you know I saw every secret battle, every silent tear, and every private moment of despair, I want you to say something. Put these words in the comments. I am not alone. Don't say them as a wish, but as a truth you are ready to accept. Write it as a response to the lie that has been telling you for too long that you are being abandoned. I have always been here. When you type those words, you agree with the truth. You are giving up the loneliness that has kept you stuck. Write it now. Declare, I am not alone. Let that be your breakthrough phrase. Stay with me because I'm about to show you something else. Share this video and say, God is already working for me even if you can't see the answer yet. Now, as you say, I am working even when you can't see it. I want you to take another step of faith. In the comments section below, type, I trust your timing. This means you agree to follow my schedule instead of your own. This is you letting go of the anger of the delay and accepting the wisdom of my planning. Be honest when you write it. Expect it when you write it. You are choosing peace over chaos and trust over chaos when you write these words. Write it now. I trust your timing. Stay close because I'm about to tell you what's been going on while you waited. I saw the times when you thought about giving up. When you looked at yourself in the mirror and didn't like what you saw, while you felt like you had lost who you were along the way, you weren't sure if the person you used to be was really gone. You didn't know if you'd ever feel like yourself again. I could see that mess. I saw that sadness. I didn't leave you in it either. I stayed close and waited for the time when you would let me help you get back on track. I have not lost you. You're not by yourself. Under the weight you've been carrying, the real you is still there. And I'm going to help you find it again. Some days you felt like no one saw you. When you weren't sure if anyone would notice if you just disappeared. When you felt like no one saw, heard, or loved you at all in life. Those days were some of the worst. I saw you though. I saw you all the time. I could see you even when you felt like you couldn't be seen. I heard you even when you thought I wasn't. I loved you even when you didn't feel loved. Your being seen doesn't change my love for you. It's not based on how well you do. It doesn't depend on other people noticing you. I see you. I can see everything about your life. I know how many hairs are on your head. I know what thoughts will be before they come up. I already know what you need before you say it. I've always been able to see you. If you were brave enough to fight alone, my child, I want you to know something very important. They didn't mean nothing. They didn't go to waste. I could see and understand every silent struggle, every hidden tear, and every private moment of despair. You might only remember pain when you think about those times. But when I look back, I see that I made it. I see someone who kept going even though things were hard. There is someone I see who wouldn't let the darkness win completely. You have no idea how important that is. The fights you hid from everyone changed you. They didn't break you. They made you better. They took away the things that weren't necessary. They showed you what was really going on inside. And what you had inside was strength. It was faith. It was a will to live that wouldn't give up. You might not be proud of those fights. You might wish they were never there, but I'm telling you now, they weren't for nothing. I was with you through all of them. I didn't make you hurt, but I used it. You didn't have to go through your pain alone. I was there with you. You are deeper, wiser, more compassionate, and more real now than you would have been without going through those hard times. Do not hate the process. Do not feel bad about the fight. You got through it. You're still here. I'm proud of you. Let me tell you what's coming up. Nothing is going to stop in the spiritual world because you have stuck with it, kept your heart soft, and refused to let go completely. I am beginning to do things for you that you can't see yet. The wait times you've been having are not denials. They were getting ready. There was no one there when you felt silence. It was a way to protect and shape. I worked while you were waiting. I was making plans while you were having trouble. I was setting things up for your good while you cried. As the season changes, things that were hidden will become clear. Things that were broken will be fixed. Things that were held up will start to move. I'm not making you empty promises. I'm telling the truth. You have SWN with tears. You will reap happiness. You can't just say that. It has to do with spirituality. You cried tears of secret that watered seeds you didn't even know were there. Those seeds are now starting to grow. Don't think that nothing has changed just because you look at your situation. There is change going on below the surface first. As a seed grows in the dark before it pokes through the ground, so does your new season grow in the places you least expect them to. You can't see it with your eyes right now, but your spirit can feel it. You are not anxious when you feel restless or like something is about to change. That is looking forward. That's the spirit moving inside you, getting you ready for what's to come. Do not think that the shaking is stress. Do not mistake the excitement for fear. In your life, something new is coming into being. And just like with any birth, there is pain before the breakthrough. But the big break is on the way. Wait a minute. Hold on tight. You're not as far away as you think. I know that false starts have hurt you before. I know that you've hoped for change but been let down. I know that you have hoped for a breakthrough but nothing came true. That hurt really exists. I'm not ignoring it. Still, I need you to trust me one more time. Not because I failed you, but because I can't meet your needs at that time. You thought what looked like delay was depth. What looked like silence was actually getting ready. I worked the whole time even though you couldn't see it. Things are almost done with the work. Things are starting to fit together. The doors are starting to open. Don't leave just as your miracle is about to happen. A lot of people give up just before they make progress. Their prayers end just as the answer comes. They stop believing just before proof shows up. Don't be that person. You can't stop now because you've come so far. You've been through too much to give up now. You've shed too many tears to leave now. Stay put. Keep your faith. Hold on to hope. Trust yourself. I'm leaving. And I will do what I want to do in your life no matter what. Not your past, not your faults, not your worries, not what other people think, not the way you see things. As God, I am not limited by the things that you are limited by. I can do things that you can't. And I'm about to show you how that works in real life. However, I need you to help me. It's time for you to let go of your own understanding. Please don't try to figure out how I'm going to keep my promise. You are not supposed to do that. Trust is what you need to do. It's your job to stay open. Your job is to keep your faith strong and your heart soft. I'll take care of the how. I'll take care of the when. I'll take care of the things you can't see. You pay attention to staying in touch with me. You try not to let disappointment make you tough. You keep telling yourself that I am good and have good things in store for you. That's enough. That's all I want. You don't have to have full faith. Real faith is all you need. Even if it's not very big. Even if there is some doubt in it. Even if it shakes. You and I are linked by real faith. No matter how small. That's fine with me. I've worked with fewer people. Small amounts of faith have helped me move mountains. I can help you out, too. Now, I want to talk about the fear that has been following you around. The fear that talks to you won't go away. The fear that says things will always be this way. That fear that says you're stuck and will stay stuck. That fear is not telling the truth. I didn't give you a scary spirit. I gave you a strong, loving, and wise spirit. I'm not the one who makes you afraid. It comes from the enemy who wants to keep you locked up. I'm going to escape that trap today, though. I'm breaking the chains of fear. I am letting go of my anxiety. The evil spirit that has been living in your heart is being cast out. No longer do you have to be afraid. Don't be afraid of what might happen. You don't need to be afraid of bad news. I'm with you. Who could be against you if I'm on your side? There is no weapon that can work against you. You will judge and punish every tongue that rises against you. That's what I promise you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're mine, I have claimed you. I used your name to call you. You are mine, and I look out for what's mine. Don't be afraid. Release it right now. You no longer have to carry it. It's mine now. Feel the weight going down. Feel your chest start to loosen up. That's me getting rid of the fear. That's me putting peace there instead. Not the peace that the world gives, but my peace. The peace that can't be explained. The peace that stays even when things are going badly. Get it right now. Allow it to enter your heart. It's been a long time since the other shoe dropped. Looking forward to disaster. Looking forward to being let down. Ready for the worst to happen. That is very tiring. That is not a way to live. I want to show you a different way. A way to trust, a way to rest, a way to have faith in my goodness. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to leave you. I will remember you. You don't need to wait for me to let you down. I have never let down someone who trusted me. I'm not going to start with you either. My child, please rest. Rest in my love. Rest in my care. Rest easy knowing that I have you in my arms and won't let go. I will keep you safe. You're safe with me all the time. You just didn't know it. You now know, though. You can feel it now. You can now stop trying so hard and just be with me. I've always wanted this, not how well you did. It's not your striving. Not how perfect you are. You alone. Be here with me. Allow me to. You can trust me. That's all I've ever wanted. That's what I looked forward to. I'm not letting you go now that you're here. I have you close to me. I'm getting closer to you. I love you so much that it will never end. Feel it now. Know that you are safe. Know that you are loved. Feel how much people want you. This is real. This isn't making things up. That's my presence around you, filling you up and healing you. Come stay with me. Don't leave right away. Take this moment to heart. Make it something you can stand on when doubts come up again. Make it a memory that you can think about when you feel far away from me. I am here. I'm real. I love you. I will never leave you either. Not right now. Not tomorrow. Never. Ever. You are mine. I'm yours, too. Right now and always. There is one more thing I need you to do before you leave. Your big step forward today isn't just meant to stop with you. It's meant to go through you and touch other people. Send this message to at least 3 people right now by clicking the share button. Send it to people who are having a hard time. Send it to people who have given up. Send it to people who are lonely. When you share this prophetic word, you bring the blessing of multiplication to your breakthrough. You can grow something in your life from a seed you plant in someone else's. When you help other people break chains, you'll find chains in your own life that you didn't even know you had. This is how spiritual growth works. You get back exactly what you gave, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. Share it now. Do not wait. Don't think too much. Share and pay attention to how I start to move in your life. It will blow your mind. Now you can go in peace. Go now in power. Now go out into the world and bring breakthroughs to everyone you meet. You're lucky. You're loved. You are mine always. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step.